Well, this is just the start. Aloysius wanted 9 balls, who did have the better breaking stats. Yeah, I don't blame him.
Probably, and I wouldn't doubt, going to be the easiest layout of the match. Now, if he gets on the rail over here.
A few balls in first.
Now he makes the 7-9, and that is a...
Well, here we go again, and he's got to look at the blue.
From this angle, but I suspect it's a draw stroke. Yeah. And then it's just, again, hard to control. Nice not getting the
titles before, US Open runner-up 4 years ago. He's in a very strong position in the final, led Carlo Beato 8. I mentioned that Yapp was MVP in the inaugural final in Sarajevo a couple of months ago. And once this 9 goes down, Yapp will already have warmed Comino. So it's a perfect start for Yapp.
9 ball, it's going close, you know.
Oh, so close to that side.
No, I think he's going around the 8.
Okay, I like it. Good pot.
The 6 does play off the 9 in the side as well.
Came through. And then Yapp fluked the ball out of a hook in the next rack. Cleared for 8 all. Some crumble under the weight of it. Others positively thrive on it. So far, Yapp is very almost made the 9 in the side off the break, but instead he makes it right at the end of the rack. Literally a perfect. And the way he's breaking.
Often you can get it a bit soft. It's nice.
So you can see he's adding a little left spin. That way he doesn't threaten getting snookered.
Open for the last 2 years. And Carl, you made the analogy the other day that it's the equivalent really of the Players' Championship.
Yeah, that field at the International, it's a lot of money on hand, plus a lot of great players that moved to Florida, actually, to St. Augustine. Mr. Yapp, did he win it?
Retained his title by beating Moritz Neuhausen last year, just out. 4 successive break-and runs, and what a time to do it. So having worked so
he held it sweet. And that's a shot.
What a start this is.
Most other sports, you know, balls get hit back at, trying to work it a bit.
Well, the fact that
well, at least Jonás Souto got to play a shot. Which he has, Aloysius Yapp.
wow, look at
be aware that got to build as big a lead as you can.
Of course, the break's been awesome, but you know, when he needs to think a little bit, he's doing so. But when he gets in line,
A little surprised at that.
So as he eases past the half. It's turning into a performance for the ages.
little things. I think the cue ball was getting lost maybe in that side. Well, that's even better. Put him behind the 3-4, I think. Just, wow.
Right into the side. Look at that. He's got a lovely little angle just to draw back into the gap.
This year. It's so many close finals and recent times, all those hill finishes. Yeah. Joshua Filler won by 13 racks to 1. Should mention as well, of course, the Premier League final. And it's looking like 7-0 here in a moment. Not a break and run this time.
Aloysius.
Balls to none.
That's about to change.
The stat would change, Carl. There's the proof.
He's done well there on the pink. I was a little bit concerned. I was very quiet because
and it's impressive to do this because he's not hit a ball for must be about an hour or so.
He's trying to have that little pep in his step, but it's not in gear just yet. He's a little calmer.
this needs to bounce. Does he go bank?
I like the cut.
Oh, he's gone for the side, and now if Yapp makes this, which he has, so Souto finally gets it.
Now, it doesn't have to get absolutely perfect.
Just achieved, and look at the angle he's got on the 3.
Yeah, and it's been an exhibition.
Greats across so many different eras and generations. You ever seen anything quite like this?
You know, maybe, you know, I think Filler did get a game early, but I can't. Oh, no. I mean, he's got a couple to get himself started. He's broke the balls beautifully. You know, nothing, I think it was, or 4-0. Something you could kind of give in a little bit the way the ball's laid.
Yeah, the score line.
You just run out of things to say, don't you? Because it's the same old story again. And
Yeah, he misses the 1, but he's got. He held it nicely, and what a nerve.
Jonás Souto has brought so much to this UK. style. Sanchez Ruiz as well. Catchy for a number of years. And now he's hit double figures.
Would you look at this? Would you look? Perfect angle. I mean, just look at that. Presume someone has started.
Anyone tuning into the UK Open final, play this game. How well it can be played.
Mistake is all. They'll come across, get a little bounce off the second cushion.
Seems all the majors was going hill. Of course, it doesn't have to stay that way. Just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and everything turned for him on that Reyes Cup, didn't it? He was in, not because of the form he was in at the time. It was early on in the other finals before the year was out.
Aloysius Yapp.
For the 8th time in the match.
Yeah, we're talking about a serious player here.
Maybe 11-0 is a little bigger lead than what I'm realizing he's been playing. You would suspect, wow, a close final no matter who wins it. Don't need to keep the jump cue.
Just see this red 3 going off the rail, flicking the air, going in the pocket.
Really jumping around the table at one stage and trails away from it there. A disconsolate figure. His big night has been ruined. Gorst was the man of 2024 with big threats to his status in the game. We haven't seen how well Filler played to win the European Open.
Aloysius Yapp, left-hander. Seems to be here a little bit. Want to avoid side pocket. Good shot.
But it still ended up going the same way as all the
to do with themselves. They know, it's obviously not extremely funny for Souto.
Jonás Souto Comino can restore some respectability to the scoreline, and then he misses the 2.
Remind everyone, Yapp was Phil's choice right from the start of the event. Good shooting, Phil.
We have hope now that, at the very least, young Jonás can avert the whitewash.
And with the 6 in an ugly position, really needs to be off the rail with the cue ball. This is going to get a little odd.
Fancied the job here, but he just can't believe what he's watched.
Great shot there. That should.
Off the mark, albeit belatedly, very belatedly.
Yeah, you could look at it kind of like mad respect. Yapp knowing how great.
There's the push out. Jonás will have the option, play the shot or
That's going
pass
to
it.
be an easy kick in return. And a little light with the cue ball. Don't even hit.
But this was a major step up in a major final.
Just keep going. In the day, what can he do? He's had no opportunities in. And he's missed the bump on the red 3. This is a chance. One decent shot.
This is the perfect. So much impressive about this, Jeremy, but
Early he had a couple racks where some balls were a little questionable. They were what will be a major route, and back-to-back majors.
Break early on to stamp his authority on this final.
Aloysius Yapp.
And he's just won it by
That's right.
fluke in the 9. Can you believe it? Aloysius